Good morning. Okay, let's start with the rest of the details. Okay, let's see now. So here I have a, you can see this design repeating twice. So this is something I can create quite easily. So for this, I have to create a brush with that shape. So I'll go to a normal, any other switch. And that a ring thing I need to create. Initialize. Let's see. Eleven, maybe 8. Yes, equally thick. And now I have to check the twist. 100. This coverage to check. Maybe 360. So these two should align perfectly to create this shape. These two should align perfectly, and let's see, like this. Is slightly gap. So it should be able to repeat. Like if I duplicate this and place it here, it should continue here. So it's basically a tileable model. So it's almost correct, 360 degree, 360. So these two ends perfectly. And then convert this into Polymesh 3D. Shift F and let's see. So here I can see way too many polygons. Okay, I should have reduced it. So I could reduce this thing because this is going to a brush. So I need to optimize the model. Z emission. It's right now 4,000 something. So I'll reduce it to like 1,000 something. It reduced. I can apply this thing multiple times, get a clean shape. Now most of shapes are pretty clean. So now this whole this section, because this supposed to be tileable map, tileable model, so it should continue. So this section I need to delete. So for that I'll use Z modeler, polygon mode, polygroup, polyloop. Entire polyloop is separated. This one is not correct. Not good. Not nice. I will put remesh model again. Still the same. So better I'll delete. This is fine, perfectly fine. So better if I delete few polygons, delete, no polyloop, single poly. And this entire thing I can delete as island, delete. Delete. So now it's almost clean. So I just have to make sure this lines are aligned perfectly. We go to deformation. There's something called polish by feature. What it does basically, it make all those edges, crooked edges, basically jagged thing, make it a flat surface. I can little polish also, so make this thing little clean. And now to make this thing correct, I just apply Z remeasure couple of times. There is a little gap. That is something I can control while working on the like brush. I can do that. So whenever you're creating a brush, whatever the direction you want, you have to make sure it's in exactly the brush should be in vertical direction, like in this direction. So then it will be correct in your model while creating a brush. So your whatever the shape, create this, go to brush, create, create insert mesh, new. So it become an insert mesh now, and go to stroke, curve, curve mode. That's it. Now I'll go back to my model. And it's aligned here. So reduce the brush size, click and hold shift. Oh, it have a subdivision level. That's why it's not working. Delete that, shift F. See, it creating this shape the way I wanted, but it's not snapping to the surface. So what I'll do here is it should snap here. So I'll go back to my Z modeler, any of the polygon, spacebar, polygroup, polyloop. So I can convert this into a polyloop. Okay. Polygroup, polyloop. You're correct. Go back to your brush again. Why it's not creating polyloop? That's strange. This polyloop is not correct. Polygroup. So I have to create this manually. Select this part, Control W. So we'll get a polyloop here. And now it should align. I'm working on symmetry. No.
Because of the design, sir, it's going up and down the surface.
Okay, like it's too many polygons, maybe because of that it's not working. So Control Shift D, duplicate the model. Only make it visible. Rest everything is not visible. Geometry, reduce it, delete higher. Strange, it's not creating a polygon. Ah, now it's worked. Click it again. Density I can see. Reduce the size, it's too small. Increase it slightly. Click it. But it should go inside the surface. So I'll go to brush. There's something called depth and push it here. Maybe 0. Click it again so that I can see only half of it. And if you want to like increase the density or something, you can do that. For that, I'll go to modifier. You see we have smoothness or strength multiplier. I can increase the multiplier. So basically increase this thing. So make it 0. One. Correct only. Tilt, weld point and stretch. Activate these two. It will weld all the starting point and ending points. It will become a one single solid geometry. Curve resolution I can increase to give me a better resolution of line. Nothing happening. Projection strength I can increase slightly. No, that's too much. Overlap, I can increase the overlapping slightly. And this one, this base is not required. Hide it and plus hide this also. So everything is hidden now. Geometry, modify topology, delete hidden. So that part is not required anymore. You can create this shape like this, but I feel the shape is not that accurate. It should be slightly more dense and slightly bigger than this. So what I'll do is I'll just undo and delete hidden, and I can separate group split. This ring I can delete. I don't want it. I just need this surface to create the shape. So I'll go back to my spiral here where it's was perfect. So what I can do, initialize, it close, both are exactly same. Three 360. It's 720. So I'll make it double 720. So you can see it creates this nice bend. This is what I need. And shift F, check it's pretty dense. Reduce it. So make it, keep it really low. So last time it was a little dense, that's why I had to Z remesh it. So this time I can just simply work on it and delete, delete, single poly, and same with this one. I can see these two clearly. Now I can convert this into a brush, create insert mesh, new, stroke, curve mode. Go back to my model. So you can see, you can generate this thing. Now I have to make sure this matches the shape. Modifier, weld, stretch. Overlapping I can increase slightly. So it will weld and plus overlap. So overlap I can increase slightly more, maybe 0.5. 0.5 is too much. 0.3. Point 3 looks kind of nice. Let's see. We got the correct shape. Now, only thing it should go inside. Depth 0. We go halfway inside. And size. Yeah, this is better, much better. I got this shape.
So how
Just
did you
click
increase the
outside
size?
anywhere on the surface. I will get rid of this thing. Solo. Now this base plane is not required. Control Shift, click on that. Again, click. It's hidden. Geometry, modify topology,
So,
delete hidden.
hello?
The basic design is ready. Now same this thing I have here also. This part solo. So for this base somewhere here I have middle somewhere midway. Select section, Control W, create a separate polygroup. So if you have a separate polygroup, you can snap like this, holding Shift. So it have multiple
So,
subdivisions. I can delete that and click it. Shift F. See, it will create the shape and exact same size, but base is slightly bigger. Increase the size, click it. Chat, how did you change the size of the curve? No, I haven't changed the size of the curve. I changed the size of the brush. So this is the brush. You can change the draw size by this, or you can press bracket. Bracket like next to your, just above your enter button, bracket. Like Photoshop, you can increase, decrease. Then, yes, change the brush size, then click on the curve once again. So it will automatically like change the size of the brush. So I'll show you. See, I'll change. Sorry, my bad. I increase the brush size and click here. It will change. But make sure you're not over the curve. If I change it now, it won't work. So you have to go outside the curve, reduce the brush size, click again. So like this, it will work. So my basic shape is ready. And once you're done with this, just click outside, done. And all these things, its corner, I'll change it. I'll fix this thing. So my basic, all this design pattern is ready. Now I have a lot more design here. You can see all this curved, nice design. So that this is something we can use a brush and do it. So let's find it, floral pattern. Floral pattern. Floral pattern, like something like this, but it's not accurate. Let's see, more like this. Something like this actually. But it's more flowery. This is more of a like curvy shapes. So and the shape you need to find, it should tile also. Okay, these looks much nicer. Let's see. This one looks fine. This also looks kind of nice. Okay, can use this one. This looks pretty nice and neat and clean. Okay. Save this. Copy image. I have to remove this thing. Photoshop. Control U, clipboard, Control B. Got it. Increase the image size, maybe 204 feet. So it will become a little blurred. So it will give you a little smooth surface. Otherwise, it will create artifacts. Save desktop untitled one PSD. Fine. Now this part, I need to create this design here. So isolate. Where is my reference? Photoshop not required anymore. So on this surface, I need to create that design. So it should go little, I need to subdivide this, Control D, 1 to 2 million, Shift F. Oh, oh, my bad. Now I have to go back to my standard brush. Then I can use freehand brush and import that alpha desktop. And click here and hold shift and drag it like this. Okay, all white will come out, black will go inside, so it doesn't work here. I can do it like this. So I have to invert this thing, go to brush, alpha, inverse. To invert this, but still it's creating this messy design. So the brush and all this thing, whenever
Sir,
you create, we need to make sure this this direction is always upwards, vertically aligned. So rotate this, Control Z. Now you can see it will create the shape. But the problem with this is if I create this, it's everything is overlapping. So I need to find a brush overlap. This thing, go to stroke, modifier, no. Lazy mouse is fine. Curve function. Under lazy mouse only, I need to increase the lazy snap. So maybe, let's see, still the same. No. Still the same. Okay, it's working, but it's creating this spots. So this creating a issue. It's not working perfectly, so I have to follow the same process like yesterday. I just export this, but that is the easiest process, because manually creating it's creating difficulty, giving issues. So export this, obj export, done. Lazy step. Yeah, but it's not giving correct resolution because it's a rectangular shape. So we need a square. So it's better to do it like this. Do it. Import. Full screen. Polygon. New view. So it's not open from any one of the side, any of the sides. I have to make sure I have to open it. And there are like a lot of polygons. Break one part. Select. Relax it. If it's taking too much time, amount I can increase. Relax it. It will become a little faster. Unfolding.
I think there's an extra scene.
It's taking way too much time. Like it's a box, so one seam should be, it's open only here, correct. Should work perfectly without any problem. So max what I can do, I can split them into multiple parts to open it quickly. Oh, there's one more seam. Okay, I just noticed. Oh, inside this thickness is, I should have just flattened it instead of doing so many things. Flatten should work perfectly for this. Select all of them, rescale, fit them nicely. Overlap them. Select this, switch on your soft selection. B, it doesn't have soft selection. Align them nicely. Okay, almost correct. Export selected, back to export script, done. Go to ZBrush, import the file, done. Now I already have this pattern. Increase the resolution, it become 4 million. I will go to displacement once again, or I can use surface also, noise maker, because I have UV now. Zoom. So base UV, switch to the UV mode, go and import the alpha, this one, and base, I don't want anything, stretch, strength I can control, scale, one. Oh, it won't, okay, my mistake. I haven't checked the texture in max. So here I can see clearly there's a stretch. So apply UV, UV editor. I just made it double. starting point. Displacement to make it work. Texture, displacement. Okay, this one only I have to use. So only thing for this, I need to rotate the alpha again. And then I can pick this one. 0.2. 0.2 is way too much. 0.02. 0.01. Apply. Way too strong. 0.005. This is much better. Only thing is, it's not that clear. It's slightly blurry, so slightly pixelated. That is something we can control with this deformation. We can polish it slightly. Too much polish. And what I can do for this, I can use a Z remission for this. Delete. Shift F. Geometry. Z remesh and polygon again 100. So it will remesh the model. So the basic shape and everything will be clean. It will follow the shape of the geometry. So it will become easy to create anything like this. It's taking a little longer, but it's like 4 million. It will take a little longer. It's taking too much time. Still, still too much time. I'll just cancel it. Cancel it, and I can, let's see, pretty high poly. Just to reduce the, let's smooth it first. Polish maybe 1. Like much better than previous. I will reduce the poly count so I can clean it up. So I'll go to decimation master. Where is my decimation master? Pre-process current, and then I'll decimate this, so I'll reduce the poly count. Then I can like polish everything.
So what does pre-process do? So
Done. Now just simply decimate this in 20%. It's become like 9 lakh something. So it's reduced the poly count. Now still I have those jagged edges and all that. To clean this, I can apply a clay polish. So clay polish basically clean up all these artifacts. Still a little distortion I can see. Polish by feature slightly. Polish crisp edges. Make it a little smooth. Not too much, it's bad. I should have worked on only one side. That must give me better result, because like all 4 sides too much of polygon and it's very difficult to control it. But my basic design is ready. For this corner, those design, I'll create it separate geometry and place them. This kind of shapes, BDS. I can use damn standard, or I can use move brush, any one of the anything basically. So that corner is what is this here? placement of this one is not correct. I need to push it slightly outside. Damn standard. Clean that. Now I have to add those designs here. So for that, I have already downloaded a couple of alphas. So what I'll do is I'll convert those alphas into a geometry and then place it here. That will be like really easy and handy. So that is something we can convert. Like yesterday also we did like convert alpha into a mesh. So that same process I'll follow for this, and I place all the alpha here, all these designs in geometry. So geometry always better. If you use geometry, it will give you better result. And then we are like will be like good to go, and we'll just simply, I guess, the only this shape and this design is pending, so we can add all this detail here, and then we start finalizing our low poly, and then start adding baking everything and start texturing. We'll do that. I'll save the file. We'll take, yeah, only this part design is pending, that I'll add. And then a few things, and rest there's no more designs. Only this section is to focus now. We'll do that. Let's give me a second to get the lens. Okay, then like keep working on your this thing, and like you can submit your file, you can check and discuss that, and then we'll finish this thing very quickly. Within this week, we'll finish this high poly completely, and then we'll start working on a low poly and start texturing. We'll do that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then I'll see you guys. See you. I guess day after tomorrow we have class. Tomorrow we don't have class, so we'll continue then. Bye bye.